Hey, what's up YouTube? Sandy C here with some uncommon sense. We're going to talk about the environment around your home, where you live. I don't care if it's an apartment, wherever it is. Okay, I'm going to walk you around a place here and show you what I've done. Okay, sorry I don't have a shirt on today. I can't put them on. I got second-degree sunburns, burns. I'm toe up from the flow up. I was wearing sunscreen, but my skin just isn't used to it yet this year. I've been inside more than usual. Typically by about June, July, I can walk around outside naked for 12 hours a day and I don't get burned. I turn like dark brown. But right now, I got my first one and I'm hurting and I'm out here in the sun like an idiot. But let's get to it. We're talking about the environment and stuff. We've all heard about, this is going to encompass a lot of things. We've all heard about the food shortages and stuff. So, you know, in addition to storing food, I'm also working on, and this is really hard to do right now. It's hard to find them. I'm working on a quail aviary because I can't do chickens where I'm at. And I plan on planting some gardens. I've ordered many thousands of heirloom seeds. If you don't know about heirloom seeds, those are what you want. Heirloom means they produce real seeds. So a lot of these, you know, the seedless watermelons, and you're like, well, they do have the seeds. They're the little white ones all over the place. Yes, but they're not, what's the word I'm looking for? Come on, somebody help me out. Spit it out. Not prolific. They can't propagate. You know, they're impotent. Yeah, there they are. There's some impotent seeds. They're not, so if you get heirlooms, they will continue to grow and you can harvest those plants and continue a cycle. But with that, you know, people always talk about your soil health and all this other stuff. And amendments and all these expensive things to bring in. It doesn't really cost much, if anything, okay? So I'm gonna walk you around. We're gonna talk about, oh, this is a lot heavier than I thought. Plants, holy Toledo. This right here is a milkweed. And all this comes together with the environment. So what I'm doing around my place is saving plants that I found popping up in the yard, keeping good weeds, you know, weeds that I notice bees and other insects are all over. I'm keeping them because they need them. They're using them. Okay, so right now my yard is covered in all kind of stuff, but it's also got a lot of beautiful flowers. I've even got some, I've got to look them up. I'll show you my turd tank over here. It's covered in these little orange buds, but if you come out in the middle of the night, and this was really cool during the full moon eclipse, if you come out in the middle of the night, whoosh, they're all in bloom. It's amazing. The whole place comes alive. It's beautiful. It's like being, I was gonna say Disney, but that place ain't so beautiful no more. Daggum dang it. But let's check it out. So 3 years ago, I was about to mow the lawn and I noticed something about, you know, this big sticking up out of my lawn. And I knew immediately what it was. It's a milkweed. It's a monarch butterfly's favoriteest plant in the world. So check this out. This is the little guy from a few years ago. He's a monster. And he's been trimmed back several times, but I've always got caterpillars on here. I've got bees, hornets, wasps, butterflies, they're all over it. And yes, I know hornets, wasps, oh. But when you start creating a nice, beautiful environment, they don't become pests or nuisances anymore. It all becomes a symbiotic relationship. So by me putting this in my yard, you know, I can have hornets and wasps flying around this thing as long as I'm cold. You know, you become part of it with them. It's cool. All right. I got this guy. This is lemongrass. He can be used for all sorts of stuff. And he smells so good. Oh my gosh. These guys, these are all weeds. But they're good ones because all the bees and all the other bugs love all these little flowers. Let's go check out more. This guy, this African iris here. I saved him out of a trash can. Saved him out of a trash can a couple years ago. And every time he gets bigger, I split him off. Boom, multiplied. Boom, just pulled this one off. Okay, This is all awesome stuff. I'm doing multiple things here, okay? I'm setting up a potential, you know, side hustle, because I'll be able to grow and sell all these plants. Boom, save these peppers. These were growing in the middle of a customer's lawn. In the middle of the lawn. I spotted it, plucked them out, trimmed it, replanted it. More milkweed cuttings. Every time I see them in a yard, I chop them. Okay, I've got more lemongrass. I've got aloe out the wazoo. This isn't my healthiest one. It's too overcrowded. So I got to break it up and split them everywhere. I've got aloe everywhere now. And I recommend you do the same. Aloe is the best healing thing on the planet. You can squirt it on anything. If your arm's hanging off, I'm pretty sure if you put aloe on it, it'll regrow. It won't. I have to say, I guess, I don't know how sarcastic I can be without getting in trouble on the old YouTube. It won't regrow an arm. Nothing can do that. This isn't Star Wars or whatever. But it is magic. I did have all the skin peeled on my left leg from the knee down. Peeled. Fully defleshed. I kept it wrapped in aloe for 2 weeks. There's no scar. Nothing. I mean, all the skin on my leg removed from just above the knee down. No scar whatsoever. Wrapped it in aloe. That was a fun ATV trip in Arizona. Hey, for all you ninjas, check this out. This little guy was growing behind my pool equipment. This is a queen palm. Remember, palms aren't trees. They're monocots, like a grass. They're grass. They're hardwood grass. Okay? This guy was growing in my mom's pool equipment. It was doomed. It was going to be dead. I ripped her out, plucked her in a pot, bada bing. Then you always see these. There's more little guy. Oh, there's a little guy there. Got more of those. Those always are popping up under palms. They produce thousands of these seeds, drop them, and they're everywhere. Pick them up, stick them in the dirt. They grow. Found these in the trash. Podocarpus, aka Japanese yew. Excellent. Canna lily, not actually a lily, in the trash. Found this palm in the top of someone's trash can. It wasn't doing too well. It was all brown and nasty. He looking purty now. That's gonna be some dollar bills sometime, or at least something nice for me to look at. More trash plants. Oh, they were blooming. They had purple. Giant irises put out these beautiful purples. I've got those. Another milkweed saved. Boom. Here's some type of, I don't know yet. It hasn't quite developed enough. I can't, it's a little, it smells a little young. It's either a form of lantana or a Cuban oregano. Both have been kind of spread around from other people and things, so it's one of those, but it hasn't quite developed. More trash palms. Here's another one. My neighbor has all these giant prickly pears in their yard. Well, few of them jumped over the fence and were grown off in the side yard and other places that weren't their property, on the road. I pulled them up, planted them. They're edible. So now I'm growing food for free in my yard. Oh, it's raining. Hello. I'll show you some more butterfly plants. Well, here's some more. Here's a different form of lantana. All these purple flowers. Here's some really healthy aloe. So while I've been sunburned, I've been just chopping off these lowest leaves. Chop off lowest leaf, rub me down. Oh baby, nothing will heal you faster. I promise you. More of these guys. More of these guys. Okay, what's the point in all that? Well, here what I've done is I've created this wonderful magical environment. So when I come out in the morning, it's interesting. You know, when you first put a bird feeder out, it can take days to weeks for a bird to actually feed from it because they're fearful. They don't know where this magic food came from. So by establishing something now, you're telling everything around you, the environment around you, your environment as a human, what we've kind of run away from, you become a part of that again. Now I can come out here, drink my orange juice in the morning because I've never had coffee because it's Florida and it's 1,000 degrees. So But I can sit out here in the morning and enjoy my orange juice. I can have honeybees. We have a ton of cardinals, buntings. I've got hawks, butterflies, all just flying around me. I've become part of them. They don't fear me. They know I'm helping. They learned this. And so what this does is when I do go to plant my garden, I've already got this natural environment happening. I'll basically just throw down some hay. I've already got good soil because I've been kind of taking care of it here and there by putting other plants, and you know, I pick up the dog poop and put it to an area so it composts, or you know, when I cook my eggs, boom, all this stuff, all my food waste goes into nothing official right now. I'm just kind of throwing it off in corners. That's another thing. This is all work in progress. Just get out there and do it. Just get out there and do something. Because, you know, the scientific method is completely based off failure. Try something, record it. If it worked, great. If not, that's okay too, because then you go try something different. So this is a great time. We're getting to the last wire. So get those failures and mistakes out now. You know, learn how to clip plants. Learn how they, you know, most people actually drown most of their stuff. They think it needs water all the time. Oh, it's water. And they drown them. Get your drownings out of the way, you know. Learn the patience, learn how this stuff works now. So when the horn goes off, you're ready instead of trying to figure out how to tie your shoes. Okay? So what this has done with my yard is turned it into a beautiful environment. It's raining on me right now. I'm surrounded by butterflies, bees, wasps, hornets, all these good insects and things. I'm going to start putting up bee houses all over. Quick one to note, I was going to get into the honeybees. Found out not a good thing. Honeybees are actually on the rise population-wise around the world because of, you know, this trend or whatever it is. Unfortunately, what this is doing is actually hurting hundreds of other bee populations, because there's many hundreds, if not thousands, of other types of bees that are great, do good things, and are pollinators. But we've got hung up on these honeybee things. So get away from the honeybee thing. We need to start thinking about all the other bees as well. Yeah, but I want you to encourage you to get out and be part of your environment. You know, learn how these creatures work. It's so awesome having this around me. It's beautiful and peaceful. That's for sure. And then I come out here and I've got this big old turd tank, but at night it turns into the most beautiful thing. Ready? Here. All that. You know, everybody asks, why aren't you cutting weeds? Well, what the hell am I going to do up here anyway? Look at all these flowers. And then in the middle of the night, these guys here open up. And this whole area, look at them all. They all open in the middle of the night. And the insects are aplenty. Oh yeah, the benefit of that too is when I put in my garden, I don't have to worry about herbicides, pesticides, and all this other stuff as much. You might need a little bit. I'm not going to say never. But because I've got the bees, because I've got the wasps, because I've got the birds, when I plant my tomatoes and the moth caterpillars get on them, I've got wasps, I've got hornets. Those feed off them. I don't have to go spraying any tough chemical. I've got a friend in a tree that'll come down and eat that problem for me. So I want to encourage you people to just kind of start trying to be human, I guess. You know, we've lost our human ways in the last 100 years. The fact that we think all food has to be refrigerated or frozen. I mean, we all live out of a fridge or freezer. I had a friend over last night and he saw my jars of chicken and my jars of steak as I'm canning. He's like, oh, that's cool. And then what? You just put them in the freezer or the fridge from there? I'm like, nah, bro. We'll put them in that there closet. Forget about them for, I don't know, up to 15 years or so. I've never seen someone's eyes get so big. And these are things we weren't taught. So I'm telling you right now, learn how to become part of your environment. The benefits are amazing. That's kind of why this is more rambly, because I could go into so many different avenues. From one, saving money, I'm saving the planet, I'm creating a better, more healthy garden for myself. I can save the money, I can save the chemicals. You know, I'm having the earth can do all this stuff. I don't know what the hell, what got into all of us humans to where we think we have to play God. He already figured this crap out. Billions of years ago, he figured it out, made it, and hit the go button. And then, shame on us in our arrogant ways. Oh, it's pouring now. Oh, and the sunburn. Oh. Ooh, okay. So, stop trying to play God. Figure out how to work with them. Work with the animals. Work with the plants. Work with the weather that you have. Okay? I'm in Northeast Florida. It's super hot and humid. So I got to deal with that. Okay? So what I do, here's another one for all the empty bottles. Boop. I place them, I figure out, you know where your eaves drip drops, because you've got the eave drip line. You can just see, you know, it carves a nice little line there. I know it drips there, so I'm gonna stick all my bottles out while it's raining. And then, when we don't get rain all next week, I've got free water from the rain that I collected. So guys, hello, I love you. Hit the like, hit the thumbs up. Please share this, please get this out there, and please have these conversations with people about what you're doing, what they're doing. You know, we need to be in this together, guys. We are in this together, whether we like it or not. Yeah, I'm gonna cut it there. This is a long one, holy jeebus. But I hope you got a lot out of it. You know, be one with the environment. There's a lot of benefits to it. All right, guys, Sandy C. Ho, shnikes. Ho, is out. Hey, yo.